So their tag is definitely fresh.
Mm-hmm. And because commentators have this thing with object permanence where like if the name that is most in front of our eyes, the name that's in front of our eyes the most is what we tend to think is the right name.
Absolutely. And Suarez, I do want to talk about Suarez. Suarez probably my favorite Yoshi, so there is some bias here, but he is a household name in terms of Yoshi, hailing from New York. He was on the first PGR ever. He was very, very strong, and he is definitely trying to assert that continued dominance as a Yoshi player in these Wi-Fi brackets.
Yeah, and it's also worth noting. I'm not terribly familiar with where Mr. Fresh's offline region, but Suarez knows a little thing or two maybe about playing against Pac-Man.
Yeah,
just from being from being from the Big Apple.
Yeah,
and I'm not talking about Pac-Man neutral B, ladies and gentlemen.
I knew that was coming when you set that up. I was like, all right, I gotta let him rock with this. Like,
you didn't have to, but
I had to. It was too late. It was like I was a deer in the headlights at that point.
Oh yeah, I get that a lot.
Just frozen up, like, oh no, he's gonna say it.
Yeah. It's like watching a car crash. Like you want to look away, but you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for, basically.
However, this match is kind of far from a car crash right now. Mr. Fresh definitely making work happen. Suarez is going to be fishing for these drag down back airs or a hard read in order to secure the stock. However, that bell to F smash is suddenly going to change the tide of the match just a little bit. What an angle on that hydrant!
Yeah. This is definitely some fresh gameplay from Mr. Fresh. Mr. Fresh actually sounds like an early Capcom character, like arcade character, Mr. Fresh.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very arcade classic tag, even though it probably isn't real.
If I know Suarez, which I don't, and in his head he's probably saying right now, "Goddamn Pac-Mans! Why won't they stop running away?" Finally getting his tail on with the back air.
Yeah, that whip sound effect on the tail is just... I feel like that's not fun to hear when you get hit by that move, you know?
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm contractually obligated to say nice things about Yoshi because this is an RJ stream. So,
True. Oh, okay, catches the jump. There's no jump.
Never mind. I'm gonna be legit. Suarez is actually sick. Suarez is actually really sick. And you know, I wonder if like there was Pac-Man might have been able to recover from that if the trampoline was not out already.
Yeah, you think about that, and I mean, wow, but what a spike setup there from Suarez. Still taking on the damage though. I mean, if Fresh can secure this stock, it's definitely not out of reach at all. Pac-Man's damage racking capabilities are nothing to sneeze at.
As far as Mr. Fresh getting very creative with the B button. I suppose when you have as much experience utilizing the B button, which like that is Pac-Man's got good B button moves. That's just the name of the game.
True.
Like you're gonna find some pretty creative ways to utilize that button.
Indeed. Yeah, no, I mean, the B button is definitely the bread and butter of Pac-Man. Despite that, all of his A button moves are kind of good, too.
Yeah.
kind of a Rob situation, you know? Maybe people think Rob is a little more strong, but Pac-Man definitely insane in his own right as a zoner. Great get-up attack there to disrupt the pressure that Suarez was attempting to create with that hydrant, and now Mr. Fresh sneaking his way back into this match.
Yep. When no one else was looking, Mr. Fresh took 40%. That's as many as 4 10s. And that's terrible. That is a Cretaceous period meme for all of you following along at home.
Cretaceous? Like the actual Cretaceous period, or like is that a?
All right, I mean, I'm being hyperbolic, but.
Oh my gosh. Either way, all right. Getting this ledge trap here with the eggs, not even mixing up the timing at all. Wow. I mean, Suarez just tossing the eggs, just hoping Mr. Fresh gets up right into it, and it's working out pretty well for him so far. He is in a bit of a dangerous straight here. Shields that bell, though. That's huge.
Ooh, it was a weird bounce off the hydrant, but Suarez unperturbed, able to find the up air. Frame 5, by the way, and
is it really that
take
slow?
That game 1. What?
That up air is really that slow? I thought it was much faster.
Nice.
Wow, okay, it is frame 5. I thought it was faster. I legitimately thought it was faster.
Listen, when you commentate RJ events, you learn a thing or two about Yoshi.
I think I was thinking of how safe it was on shield, which is -3.
Man, numbers. What's the point?
Oh, man. Okay, look, I am always going to be biased towards Yoshi because I was a Yoshi main in Brawl back when he was terrible. So, I really like the character. I've always been partial to Yoshi. Yoshi's Island is probably one of the best platformers ever made to this day. So,
yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah, so I'm just a Yoshi fan here. So a little bit of biased. Suarez up 1. However, Fresh was making things look kind of fresh. Yes,
tasteful bias.
Yes. Tasteful bias, just as fresh things are tasteful. I'm sorry. You get some, I get some.
That was great. That was fantastic.
No. That's the exchange here we have as commentators. We both give each other like the easy jokes, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, clean!
Oh my God!
Moment...
Suarez knows the Pac-Man matchup.
Yeah.
You can't triple trampoline against this dinosaur.
Yeah, I mean, like, the moment I saw that Pac-Man go up for the second one, and I was like, he didn't grab ledge, Suarez was just like, yep, see ya. Goodbye.
He's literally fought against the Pac-Man. That's not named T.
True. The North American Pac-Man.
Yeah. The Knack-Man. NA stands for North American. That's kind of more of a visual joke, which is great for this setting. Anyway, Suarez undeterred from taking that early stock, going straight to work, still clocked in here.
Yeah, Mr. Fresh still getting a good amount of damage here. It's just the comeback game at this point. Pac-Man can definitely make it happen, and if that bell was just a little bit more forward, that certainly would have happened, but Mr. Fresh just a little off target.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great looking game if you don't look at the stocks.
True. Very true. I mean,
and honestly, even if you do look at the stocks, at this point, it's not terrible.
Not insurmountable.
You don't get hit by that hydrant.
Yeah, definitely. Still making it out here. Suarez just swinging with these forward airs. I definitely admire the bold gameplay. I think it's definitely useful for if you're a stock up and at high percent because your opponent might not be ready for you to throw out a Hail Mary like that.
Yep. And also, never mind, it's Pac-Man. What am I talking about? But yeah, like Yoshi also has some of the most like frustrating survivability of any character in this game. Be careful, the key.
True.
In the immortal words of Abadango, be careful, the key.
Wow, I didn't even know that was a quote attributed to him. You're a very well-researched man, claim that.
I just have a lot of really useless trivia in my brain.
Oh, okay. There we go. Great punish. That F smash is going to be huge.
Suarez has a lot of useful trivia in that brain because that is that brain has a lot of density behind it.
Yeah, Yoshi's brain is either in his nose or it's not there.
What if there's a second brain?
Oh gosh,
second brain theory.
That true? Okay, that would explain why he uses his face for so many of his attacks.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to damage the brain that is on his back.
Yeah, true. Wait, are we talking about a third brain here?
Oh gosh. Wait, third brain theory? Is that too much?
Third brain theory. Third brain theory is my favorite jazz fusion band.
It does sound like a band. I agree.
It's a Marco Benevento project.
Gosh.
It's a Jan Hammer solo project. Shouts out Mahavishnu Orchestra. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the orchestra here right now is Pac-Man trying to orchestrate these neutral B moves to try and hit, but I mean, Suarez is just playing far too evasive. Okay, yeah, 77. It's not going to be enough. If you're going for reads that early, you know you've kind of lost control of the match, and I feel like it's happened at this point. It happened so quickly because of the GIMP.
And you know, it happened again. I looked at the percentage like, oh, this isn't so bad, and then I looked at the stocks. And like,
yeah,
I'm not even being facetious. Like, that's actually what happened.
Look, let's be honest here. I mean, I think sometimes as competitors, we do want to just look at the percents, but we don't want to face the reality of the stocks we're up against.
That's so true. That is so true. And that's such a perfect metaphor for just life and reality. Yeah,
you just don't want to look at the bigger picture because it's a little scary, you know. You might be a little bit behind, but yeah. In the end, man, the stocks are what matter.